Welcome to Saturday Night Music Club, episode number 7. Tonight we're filming at the Record Room Record Store in downtown Scottsdale, Arizona. Tonight with me, Jonathan, James, and our very special guest once again, Brent. To our regular viewers, you will notice the sad missing element that Dream Pop Jesse is not here with us tonight. He came up with a sudden case of, what was it?
The malaria.
The malaria. And he's not with us tonight, which is very sad, so we're not going to have his normal discourse. So, as usual, a 2-record theme. Our first theme is you had to bring a soundtrack. And secondly, we did a group dig last night, which was unique. It was a blast. We all got together. Jesse actually got together along with a guy named Robert, who will be a future member of our music club. And we went to 2 record stores. We went to Double Nickels, which is a collective record store containing several stores within it. Home of Eastside Records now. And we went to Zia Records as well, the new location in Tempe. We had a blast. We bought some records. And the point was to one of those records from last night's dig is also one of our featured theme records. So we're going to start things off with the soundtrack. I'm going to let Jonathan take over.
So I actually have a Repo Man, which is one of my favorite soundtracks of all time. It's a really cool compilation of punk and hardcore tracks from that era of 1984. It has, of course, Repo Man by Iggy Pop, TV Party by Black Flag, Institutionalized by the Suicidal Tendencies. If I may add, my favorite line from that movie, which Henry Dean Stanton said, was, "Driving makes you less intelligent." So I really dug this a lot. It was a lot of fun. A lot of mosh pits, and it was great.
James, what did you think of the Repo Man soundtrack?
I like it. An institution.
Brent.
It's one of my favorite movies. Definitely classic 80s. If you like hardcore, you like punk, that's top 3 soundtracks.
It was a blast. Was that not a blast?
Awesome. It was so much fun.
That was the first record of the night, and it set the course. Tonight's listening was solid gold, TM. And it was just a blast. I'll tell you, every record that played, it was just so much fun, and it was cool doing this in a record store. Thanks to John, the owner of the Record Room, for letting us host this brouhaha here. It was just a blast. We had the music cranking, and it was just good times.
We had people outside. We still do.
Oh my God, they're still here. There's seriously about 30 people outside the window here. It's kind of like the Today Show, I think it's called, with Kelly Regis, and they're out there, people lined up, waving. What's that?
They got barricades the whole nine.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
There are barricades that held them all back, security.
Put it back on. Yeah. Put it back on. We don't need to see that. So, second record.
My people.
What? Oh, it's so out of control out there. We're in downtown Scottsdale on a Saturday night. It's wild and crazy. It's like
Desperate Housewives out there.
Girls Gone Wild mixed with Air Bud. I mean,
wait, Air Bud.
What?
What's the story about Air Bud?
Yeah, what's the story about Air Bud?
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? What I mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? What do you mean?
Air Bud, the movie.
Yeah, what's the story about?
What's the story?
Oh.
Yeah.
This was a conversation that we had tonight.
Okay, funny you should bring this up. We got to clarify a few things. A lot of people, most people, think that the movie Air Bud is about this golden retriever that plays basketball. But what it's really about is the reunification of Germany, and a lot of people don't get that. They don't see the symbolism,
Snow buddies.
Snow buddies, yeah. Snow buddies.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll leave it there. Brent's wife, huge fan of Snow Buddies. True story. Hashtag banger. All right. So, James, what was the soundtrack you bought?
I actually forgot my soundtrack. It was going to be the Less Than Zero soundtrack, which has a really good Danzig track on it. But
and a good Slayer cover of it.
Yeah, it's got a Slayer cover on it too. There's actually a lot of good stuff. But since I forgot, I perused inside here, the record room, and I found a lot of good finds. And my soundtrack actually became, if I can find it.
Long White Beard again.
What?
No, go ahead, keep going.
Instrument by Fugazi. It's taken from their their live concert slash documentary video that basically takes all their songs and they're kind of instrumental. It's really good. If you like Fugazi, then you'll probably most likely like this. I mean, it's a little bit different than a Fugazi record, but it's still a Fugazi record, and it's great.
Yeah, tonight was kind of a theme with like industrial noise rock a little bit and like some droney type of stuff.
Yeah,
so that
for
fit
sure.
in perfect. That was a great. I mean, I loved Fugazi and like the different instruments they bring into like that element. So
It was a treat. I'd never actually heard that album, and I really dig Fugazi, and I love the bass playing. I think it's just outstanding. It's a cool recording. Jonathan, what'd you think?
Yeah, it was awesome. I really like that they have a lot of instrumental versions of their songs from all other discography on there, and it's a real nice treat. And the documentary is great too. If you
Yeah,
haven't
the
checked it out,
documentary's dope.
You
check it
chose
out.
wisely on
Hella
that one,
dope.
James.
Hella dope.
Yeah.
hella.
All right, Brett, do it.
Boom.
Oh yeah.
Eraserhead. Has a song In Heaven, side 2, which is what we listened to tonight. This particular copy I got last night also has
Oh snap!
the frameable poster.
baby.
The baby.
And the little hype sticker actually
Hype sticker for the poster.
inside the baby, suitable for framing. So
Yes.
Brent's gonna frame that.
No.
Why? It's worth it. Do it in the
It's
background.
gonna, yeah.
Lil Ray Ray would not be happy with that frame.
Hey, who was supposed to hold the sign, the New Time sign?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, go get it, James, real quick. So, Eraserhead, and you found that album last night. We forgot to mention where we
Double
got
Nickels.
Double Nickels.
Yep.
And you got yours at
At here at the record room.
Record Room, and then
Yeah.
James got his at the Record Room as well. And we also wanted to mention this too, because this is a highly coveted award. Is the Record Room actually was voted Best of Phoenix for Best Vinyl Store, 2013 AD by the Phoenix New Times.
Every time I come here, I spend about $80 or more.
Yeah. And
Crazy.
James is a part-time Vanna White impersonator.
Yeah.
So, Eraserhead, it was excellent. Yeah, you can go. It was, it was, you did your job. Sit down. Eraserhead, David Lynch film, excellent. A lot of people know the version of In Heaven that the Pixies did, but I'll also got to do a little shout out to Bauhaus because they used to cover it live. Their final show from 1983 in their first formation, they played at their final show. So Eraserhead was great. Jonathan?
I dug it a lot. David Lynch, like, you know, he recorded a lot of just industrial sounds, a lot of like just, you know, I think he went out in the field and just recorded just a bunch of just instrumental sounds, industrial type sounds, really just gritty sounds, and just added to the soundtrack, and it's great music for dreaming. I put on every night to go to sleep.
Sweet dreams.
Yeah.
Sweet dreams.
Listen to that.
Yeah.
James, how'd you like Eraserhead?
I like it. I actually have it on CD. Not on vinyl, which I'm kind of sad that I didn't get it.
It's a hard piece to find.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy, but I like it. It's very atmospheric. It's like it's interesting. It's kooky, just like the movie. It's good stuff.
Yeah, really cool.
Worth it.
All right, that's me.
You.
All right, so I brought this little soundtrack to an Australian film called Dogs in Space, which stars Michael Hutchence from the band In Excess, along with this attractive blonde girl named
Dripping that on your
Saskia
sleeve.
Post. This soundtrack, I had found it for really cheap, and I immediately saw it and had to get it. It features, just on side one, Iggy Pop with Dog Food. It has some solo tracks from Michael Hutchence, a Gang of Four track, Brian Eno, and the reason that I bought it, the closing track on side one, Shivers by the Boys Next Door. For those of you guys that are Nick Cave fans, you know the Boys Next Door. It's this band that preceded The Birthday Party, which is just a great track. Dogs in Space. Jonathan.
I dug it a lot. Actually, I'm a huge Nick Cave fan, and I hate to admit this, but I never heard of his band before The Birthday Party named Boys Next Door, and it just blew me away. I didn't think it was Nick Cave at first.
Yeah, we had to convince him.
Yeah.
He had to Skype it or something.
Yeah, I dug it a lot though. You know, I'm gonna have to definitely check out some of his early records with Boys Next Door. It's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
James,
I really did like this. I never heard
the Ollie Olsen you really
of
dug.
this movie, and yeah, and I actually never knew that Nick Cave was in a band before A Birthday Party either. That Ollie Olsen, yeah, that was great. Like, blew my mind. There was actually, thank you. And then the Boys Next Door, yeah, that was really, really good too. Actually, everything on this was great. I really liked it.
Cool.
I kind of want to
Sweet.
keep it.
Brent, what'd you think?
Excellent record. Started out with Iggy Pop.
Yeah.
Amazing. Ended with Nick Cave. You can't ask for
Man,
more.
that was killer.
perfect. The side you played was the side.
Yeah.
That was perfect.
It was. It was
Yeah.
definitely killer. All right, is that it on the soundtracks?
Yes.
Okay, so then our second record was obviously the one that we got on our group dig last night, which, like I said earlier, was really a blast, and I think it should be a monthly thing that we start to do because it was just so much fun rather than going to the record store by yourself. It was fun going with a group of people
Yeah.
because, you know, we were all finding things for each other, and it was just a cool experience. So, Jonathan, what did you find, and what did you play for us tonight, and where'd you get it?
Yeah, well, I played the specials tonight, and we actually found it at Double Nickels. And actually, Brent pulled it out, and Dream Pop Jesse can't be here tonight. We were out all three looking at this, just eyeing it. You know, we're doing like a spaghetti western type of like, you know, standoff, trying to figure out who wants this record. And we're just staring at each other, and then I basically, after 3 minutes of just staring at it, I just said, I want it. So then Brent said, okay, you could have it. So I went home with it, and I'm very happy I put it on tonight. It was awesome. James showed me how to do the dog, which I never knew how to do before. And he actually
What?
showed it.
I don't even know what the dog is.
Come on, you know how to do the dog.
The bicycle.
Wasn't the bicycle? I thought it was a dog.
No, the bicycle.
Was it the bicycle?
The dog on the
Oh,
bicycle?
man.
I thought it was
This
a dog.
is solid
It looked
gold
like a
right
dog.
now.
It was
The
a-
dog?
Dude.
Is that a yoga thing?
Was it the bicycle?
It was the bicycle.
Was the bicycle? I thought it was a dog though. No?
No, it's
Okay.
the dog.
Okay.
Alright, but it was during that song you should have.
Continue.
Anyway, this is an awesome.
All the boys.
This is an awesome dancehall
Actually, no,
ska
it's
record
all
from the UK. These guys are awesome, great party music. It was a lot of fun when I put it on.
James.
You're having a party right now, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dog.
The dog.
James, go ahead. What'd you think of the specials? You don't like Scott very much. Go ahead.
Yeah, as Brett just said. I don't like ska much, but I like this album.
You were
I
doing
mean-
the dog while I was playing.
I mean, this album was alright. I don't know if I'd ever buy it, but if somebody bought it and then played it, I'd listen to it. But I don't know
What
if
happened
I'd go out
tonight.
and buy it. Yeah, which is how it
Brent, the
happened.
specials.
But I wasn't complaining. I
Classic
wasn't trying to
second
pull
wave
it off.
ska. Yeah.
He wouldn't buy it either.
No.
That's why he gave it to Jonathan.
Okay, listen. I actually was gonna buy this record. Dream Pop and Jonathan were both drooling over it.
Stand
so I
up.
didn't mind
Yeah,
giving
you
it up because Brett Helm had a stack this tall, and I wanted half of it probably. And so I was like, hey, if you decide to give some of that up, throw it my way. He
Okay.
did. So
Threw a dog. I threw a
gave this
dog
up.
the bone.
Yeah, it just kind of.
Yeah. It was
It
Uh,
was shared.
great bass playing. It's a cool album. It was fun. Like you said, these guys were doing the dog apparently. But I enjoyed the music. It was a great vibe. It was a great vibe. Next record, James. What did you bring from the find last night?
So,
Crickets chirping in the background.
well, no, because I was trying to remember where I found this one.
Okay.
But I found this one at Zia.
Oh yeah.
It's
Oh,
called
yeah.
Children's Hospital. It's one of the early Sacred Bone Records releases. It was actually issue number 13, and it was released in 2008. It's got a nice silkscreen cover, black. It's kind of industrial experimental sounding. It kind of reminded me a lot of Coil. They were saying there's some Tom Waits influence,
Definitely.
or sounding traits. But and I can hear it in like one of the songs. It was like track 3 or track 4. It sounded like the first track off of Mule Variations, the "What Are They Building in There" song.
Yeah.
And it was mostly with the drums.
Yeah.
But
Oh yeah. TM.
but it's actually really really good. There's a chick singer on it, and it was rad. And I never heard it before.
Right.
Thought it was
That was hella rad. Yeah, I thought it was like really industrial Tom Waits sounding, so I liked it a lot. Sacred Bones, good label.
Can I see that
Get
wax?
it?
hot wax.
It's got a screen printed cover, which is really cool. I was really excited when James. I kind of convinced him to buy this last night. He'll deny it. I talked him into it. I did.
He did.
I did. Give me
I
credit.
was there.
This was really cool.
I picked it up and I was all like,
Yeah, and you were like, I don't think I want to get this, and I'm like, do it.
Yeah.
no, it was more like,
And I was standing next to
should
you.
I get this? I don't
That's
know.
James's cutoff song. When he hears this, he's got to stop talking. Okay. Sad face. Okay, this was really good. Cool drums, cool. Just it starts with a bang, whoosh, and then it goes in. Da, 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 da. Well, what are you building in there? It was really good.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Never heard that before. Sacred Bones, great label. Yeah,
Word.
cool. Brent.
More keyboard. I have Public Image, and this is a UK first press. Got it here at the record room before I met up with these fellas last night. I did grab a bunch of other stuff, but this is the one I decided to play. So I really enjoy the reggae bass influences in this band.
Killer. Loved it. High energy right when it started. I was like,
Yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know it. So, Jonathan, what'd you think
I
of Public
dug it
Image?
a lot. It had a great dub influence with the bass on it. It was I've only heard streaming, which totally doles it out, and hearing it over the system here was amazing,
It kicked.
especially the bass and all that. It was a really good record.
It really kicked.
Yeah.
James.
I liked it. It was PIL. I mean,
What's
it
that
was
mean?
good. I was gonna. I already forgot what I was talking about. Like I enjoyed it.
Swear? No, okay, go
No, I
ahead.
didn't.
Okay, go ahead.
So.
So did you like it?
Yeah, I liked it.
Okay.
Sweet.
Sweet. Yeah,
Sweet.
it was I enjoyed the record a lot.
Worth it.
All right. It's up to me already?
Up to
Dang.
you.
So, my choice, which I got at Double Nickels through the East Side part of the store, I got the band Diff Juzz or Diffuse, instrumental band from the UK, couple of brothers. This is their full-length album that came out on 4AD Records, produced by Robin Guthrie from the Cocteau Twins. Elizabeth Frazier, the singer from the Cocteau Twins, actually sings on the first track on side 2. These guys ended up being Lee Scratch Perry's backing band for a little while, and I was really happy to find this. I never come across any vinyl from this band, and yeah. Jonathan, what did you think?
I dug it. It was really chill, laid back. It takes you on a journey of sorts.
A musical journey.
Yes.
Is there another kind?
It takes you there. Let me just tell you that it takes you there. Wherever you want to be, it takes you there to that place.
That was a total U2 Rattle and a Hum reference. You guys will get it. It's a musical journey. Okay, Irish accent. James, Todd, what'd you think of it? Sorry, Jonathan, to walk all over your speech there. Sorry. But it was a musical journey.
Yeah, I remember when you put on, we were all sitting down, Brent and I were just sitting down, just
Doing the
getting
dog.
into the moment, we're just getting into it, contemplating our existence, and,
Yeah.
we're digging it.
Jonathan was contemplating the meaning of life in a reunified Germany. Okay. James.
I don't really remember much of it. I was too busy looking for my instrumental. Well, maybe I wasn't. Or not the instrumental, but my soundtrack album. But it was alright. That's basically what I was gonna say. I mean, it was cool. I don't know. I'm gonna
Brett.
stop talking.
Yeah, like I said, Brett had a big stack. He happened to let me have, the other record that he had from this band.
Mhm.
So I hadn't listened to that one. I was gonna play that one instead of this Public Image, but I had to let Brett have this one. So yeah, it was great.
Yeah, really enjoyable. Recommended. It's really, like Jonathan said, it's a mood piece.
Get it.
You know what I mean? Yeah,
Find it.
definitely find this.
Find it.
It's good. So these guys also wanted to show some of the other records that they got that they picked up last night. I picked up a magazine record. I picked up a Dramarama, and then I handed some stuff over to Brent, and then he bought one of those that I handed him over and gave it to me, which was really nice. It was another Dramarama record, so thanks again, Brent, for that. And Jonathan, so what was in your sweet stack?
Yeah, so we went to Double Nickels. They were playing this album over the loudspeaker, and I listened to it, and I really dug it. And I actually asked for it, and they pulled it right off the turntable, gave it to me. It was actually called Sax Ruins. It's a nice free jazz feature. You're into like John Coltrane free jazz mixed with like big band, mixed
Ornette
with like
Coleman-ish.
mixed with just scattered saxophone.
Like that.
Jazz, you'll dig this. And actually, the drummer on this is in Acid Mother's Temple, which is a really great band. Yeah,
I didn't know.
Tatsuya Yoshida is on this, and it's just really chaotic. jazz. And actually, the download card came with an EP, which I love, for improvisational tracks, which is really good. And so, if you dig any of that stuff, you'll really.
You played it for your wife, right?
Yes. She didn't dig it as much. She was coming from an acupuncture session, and she heard this. She was like, "Turn this stuff up. I want to hear some Brian Eno." I was like, "I don't hang with that, baby. It was that dig with this." And she'll be like, "I'm gonna go to the room." And I'm like, and so
he's like, "I'm gonna go back to the dog."
Woman.
So I got kicked out of the house. I came back to the room, chill a break. I gotta play my free jazz. I gotta have my times for my free jazz.
When I walked in tonight, Jonathan was listening to this and doing the worm backwards right across, right through all the aisles of the store. It was really strange.
Yeah. So through the night, we also went over to Zia Records, and beforehand we went and got some pizza. And I was talking about this band called Goat. I've been like
For a small time.
small time.
J.
Yeah.
James Todd.
Local J, yeah. So I've been obsessed with bands since 2012.
Bringing sexy
They're
back.
from Sweden. They're amazing. If you haven't heard them, check them out. But I was talking about them, and Brett found this 45, which has 2 tracks from actually no album that they've ever done. They're actually new tracks. One track's called Dream Building, and the other one is called Stone Goat, and it's awesome. If you like Goat,
I like
definitely
Goat.
check this out.
I like Goats.
They're really cool Afrobeat
Good.
psychedelic outfit from Sweden, playing Psychedelic Fest, Coachella. Check them out.
Sup.
They're awesome. One of the best
Playing
bands out there right now.
I'm
So,
going to play Coachella this year.
Yeah.
yeah, all right.
Go.
You got the Smiths.
Smith.
Yeah.
Smiths, Morrissey.
So,
Morrissey wearing a wig?
No.
That's Morrissey. I thought that was Morrissey.
What?
Morrissey.
Morrissey.
I've never seen this Smiths album
Morrissey's
before.
actually standing behind the building
Yeah.
crying.
Oh, there you go.
Morrissey. All right.
So Brent,
I never saw
this
this
album
Smiths.
out,
I'm a
and
big
he was
Smiths
like,
guy.
"This is really good for the price," and I was like, "Oh yeah, cool." And I was like, "You recommend that?" And he was like, "I don't recommend anything for you," which is kind of like
Brett
our
finds him,
relationship here.
doesn't
He finds me,
recommend
doesn't
them.
recommend him.
Well, you know it was in Jonathan's wheelhouse.
Have you listened to
Here's
it
the
yet?
thing is, if I recommend something for Jonathan, he won't buy it. But if I tell him it's good and that I like it, then he'll buy it. And he'll be like, "Is it recommended?" I'm like, "No." And then he buys it.
So I've known about the sound for a while. It has this track called "Baby It's You," which is awesome. It's a great
Is that a bread cover?
soul funk track. It was on the
Baby, I'm a one.
soundtrack for Death Proof. You ever saw that movie? It's
kinda like that. Kinda like
it's
that.
awesome.
The Quentin Tarantino one?
Yes.
That was on there?
Yeah, you
Yes,
know where
sir.
the chick like dances to the song in the jukebox? That's
yeah.
Baby It's You. That's from this album right here.
Yeah,
A
James
group called
Todd.
Smith. It's amazing.
I actually thought this shit.
And the rest of the album is really good too. It's not bad.
Remember that scene in Roadhouse where that girl gets up and dances on the table?
To Smiths.
No, it was to the Jeff Healy band, remember? You know what I'm talking about.
I thought it was the Poco.
Poco? Maybe it was. I got an autograph
Yeah.
Poco. Thanks, by the
Was
way.
it a taco?
All right, is that it then?
That's it.
All right,
Yeah.
James, what else did you score last night?
I got a lot of stuff, but I whittled it down to a few to show right now. So.
Sorry, that was a mistake.
No, was it?
Not really. It was intentional.
Do you want to?
You want me to go?
You can go first for that.
Okay, I'll go quick. I stole these from Brett. Cocktail Twin.
Yeah, nice EP.
There's the other.
Diffuse.
Juice.
That's a collection of a couple EPs, which is a sweet score. I'm really looking forward to it.
Worth having. And then I grabbed this. I grabbed these at Double Nickels. Got this at Zia. Legendary Pink Dots. Dark Ages. TM.
Yeah.
1998.
I saw him on that
Worth
tour.
it. So those are my grabs last night.
Yeah. You did really well.
Thanks.
All right,
Well,
James, you
thanks.
guys.
I'm gonna show a couple that Dream Pop would have enjoyed, which I actually ended up purchasing. So he originally picked up this album. It's a band called Destroy All Dreamers. It's an instrumental shoegaze band. I haven't listened to it yet, but I purchased it, and I'm hoping it's really good. So that's for you, Jesse, since you're not here.
You gonna give it to him?
No, that's not for
Oh,
him to keep.
that's nice of
You
you.
said it on camera.
I meant-
Yeah, this is
so I'm
recorded.
There's a dedication, right? There's a dedication,
And
right?
then
No, you said he's gonna give it
here
to him.
I got 2 Minx album or 7 inches that are currently out of print, and then
Record room.
yeah, Record Room. This Primal Scream EP, that's really rad.
Hello, Rad.
When we were in Double Nickels, they were playing this band called Vex that actually sounded not like Nelly Furtado, but more like Fad Gadget,
Kinda
which I
sexy.
ended up
Always
yeah.
working in Fad Gadget every
Which is-
single time.
I love Frank Tobey. May he rest in peace. But so I got this. It's really good. They're from Portland. It's a new album. This is the only other album that they have. It came out in 2013. I got this BFG record, which is a reprint that actually has sweet colored vinyl.
What color is it?
I say it's red. Brett thinks it's pink, but it's dope. So any BFG fans out there, they're kind of industrial, they're kind of dope.
Dopey pink.
And then
Yeah.
I also
Oh yeah, what's up, everyone?
Brett kind of like this story that I had about how I saw, this is a local girl called Courtney Marie Andrews. I saw her when she was 16. It was probably 7 years ago. She was amazing. She had an old soul to her. She was just a singer-songwriter. Well, she still is. And it was amazing. And I never purchased anything of hers until yesterday. So I bought this for myself. And sorry, Courtney Marie Andrews, if you're watching. It took me a while, but I finally got it, and I love it. So
Excellent, excellent.
oh, and then can I talk about my grail?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
What? So
Do it.
I have a grail item. I have a bunch of them actually, but I have one in particular that Brett owns that I really, really want, and everywhere I go, I'm always looking for it. And so yesterday, while we were digging through at Zia, I asked him if he could go and look to see if he could find this album and record, and he said they don't have it because he already looked or something. I don't know, but he said I think
Always looking for my boy.
I think we can find it on CD. So he went and he came back, and it was only $2, and he found Grease 2 on CD, which is a movie that means a lot to me inside my heart,
That's
and also
bold.
Brett's.
Yeah, I love
and
Grease 2. More than Grease 1.
Yeah, this movie is amazing.
It's twice the grease.
Yeah, it
No,
is. It literally is.
Yeah,
It literally is.
Literally.
Said twice the Grease.
It's
the
great.
Grease.
Twice the Grease.
But it's a really good movie. It's a man's movie. It's all about like being a superhero, getting a chick. It's
Yeah, cool, right?
amazing.
The reunification of USA.
Yeah.
Here it is. Here it is.
Yeah, and
Let's
it's got
hear your
cool
sob
rider on
story.
it.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, you guys ruined it now.
You guys don't
It
even
was gonna
understand.
be- yeah,
When
it-
I handed
was
him
tearing.
that, he cried
I
in the
cried.
store last
I
night.
cried.
The people outside are crying right now.
I'm crying because I'm a cool rider.
You guys don't even know what's going on outside here.
That's so good.
The record room is located in downtown Scottsdale, Arizona, Old Town Scottsdale, and it is a Saturday night. And
Real Housewives out there.
It's pandemonium out there, mixed with Life Goes On.
Yeah.
And it's like seriously crazy out there right now.
Goes on?
Yeah, it's just interesting. So I think that wraps it up, guys. Correct?
Yeah.
So. Huge shout out and a thank you to John, the owner of the record room, for
thank
letting
you.
us film here. We had a blast. It was
Fun.
great. We'll be back again next month with hopefully the return of Jesse. I think he has a net around his bed to prevent future malaria outbreaks. And hopefully Robert will be able to join us. So guys, thanks for watching. I'm going to have links to these guys' channels. Be sure to subscribe. And if you do find yourself in Arizona or passing through, look up the record room. You can meet Brent in person. He can sign something for you. He's got a Sharpie he keeps behind the counter for these types of
Sell you
situations.
some Audra CDs.
Some Audra CDs.
Brett's band. What up?
Yep. And yeah, guys, thanks again for watching. We'll be in touch.
Are you gonna play it out? This is for you, Jesse. I'm riding it. I'm running to your house.
Is that the dog or the bike?
That's the
It's
bicycle.
the dog riding the bike.
Dog riding a bike. It's like Airbud 7. Thanks, guys.